Dogecoin came down and already hit my target at .145 like right away. It hasn't even been that much time since I made the last video. In my last video, we were watching this resistance. I was talking about how we broke that to the downside and then we formed a triangle pattern. Then we broke the triangle pattern. Actually, I think we were waiting for the triangle pattern to break to the downside. Or maybe it broke to the downside. We were waiting for this line to break. That's correct. So yeah, we were waiting for that line to break to the downside to give us confirmation that we could go back to that 50% Fibonacci retracement level sitting at .145. I also had this limit order back here and we came down, hit that. Then we got a bounce, hit this Fibonacci retracement level, which is kind of like a target of mine. I like playing off the Fibonacci retracement levels. This is good for us. If we just pay attention to these levels, then buy, sell, something like that. This one went a little bit higher, and we're also paying attention to the trend line like I was talking about. We had support. We had that support line, and then we broke that. We didn't break it going down like this, but we did broke it going sideways. This could have potentially been a good pattern right here. We had a nice run up and then we had consolidation. We could have broke to the upside and then we would have drug from the bottom to the top of that pole pretty much, because that's a nice, I mean, if you go to the 4-hour time frame, it might look more like a, well, it didn't really look that perfect, like a flag pattern. And then flag patterns are usually continuation patterns. We were just coming off kind of like a downtrend, so I don't know how good that was anyways. I mean, that was like another clue. It's like a downtrend and then it's like a flag pattern. It's a flag patterns. I mean, it's not impossible that you get that off a downtrend, but I don't think, but it's more likely coming off an uptrend, you know what I mean? Or coming from an uptrend. So yeah, basically we were watching this triangle pattern though, and then it broke to the downside. And that was one clue that it was going to go down. And then like I was saying, watching this bottom here, because that's what I've been doing, is watching the top and the bottom. Once it breaks the trend going sideways, I'll watch the bottom, watch the top, and if it breaks one way or the other, it's confirmation, or it's another clue that we're going to go down and we can start looking at targets going to the downside. I've been looking at .145 because it's a 50% Fibonacci retracement level. We're getting this trend that we just had here. We had trouble at the top, so then we get the Fibonacci retracement level, Fibonacci retracement tool, drag from the bottom to the top. That gives me levels to watch. I really like watching the 50% level because a lot of the time it'll come down, boom, hit that target, get a bounce, and then we could maybe play in the Fibonacci retracement levels or something like that. Or it can completely get a bounce and break to the upside. Right now it looks like we're kind of going a little sideways, but this is kind of good as long as I mean, it's good because we're coming down to the Fibonacci retracement, and then hopefully maybe we can go back up to the next one. We might come back down to this one. Was my next point, is we have the 61% sitting at .13912. I've been looking at .139, just that psychological level, and somewhere right here. So that'd be, I have a limit order here. I have one more limit order here. It's a smaller one. I'm not super confident on this one, but at the same time, let's go ahead and check this out real quick. Let's go ahead and get rid of this. Let's go ahead and get rid of this, this, and this. Okay, so if you need those numbers, you can rewind. But we had support, giving me a trend line right here. We could use the wicks. Let's use the wicks. So this is why I was, in my last video I talked about this, is that I wasn't super confident on this Fibonacci retracement level because we had this trend line. But we actually broke that trend line going to the downside. And we closed the next candle, or we closed this candle. It looks like we're forming the next candle. Let's see, how much more time do we have? We have 22 minutes right here. So let's see if this bounces, or if this is just a little stop on the way down to the next one, sitting at around .139. That'd be the next place that I would be looking at if we continue to go down. I guess my point is we broke this trend line right here, and that's kind of like a bearish signal, kind of. I mean, it is, and then we closed the candle. We didn't come back up and just get support on it, or you know, start trading in here. So we're beneath this trend right now. This one right here, sorry. So I think the next level, maybe 139, is definitely on the table. I would be, now that we broke this trend line, I'm a little more confident on this one. So let's see what happens. I'm still gonna keep my position here, but yeah, it was a nice little trade. I mean, I hit it once right here, and then we came up, we started breaking right here, and this is when I started getting a little, or when I think, let's see, I think it was somewhere in here, is when I decided to take profits. Let's see, right here to right here, 4%, and then from right here when it dropped down, going to the downside back down here, I think that was like another 4% or something. Let me see. From there to there, about 4.2%, something like that. So yeah, I mean, these Fibonacci retracement levels come in really handy. And let's see if we could get a bounce here and maybe go back to this next one. I mean, go back to .155 or 151, should I say? And then we'll see what happens when it goes there, if it does that, or if it does that. If it goes up from here, like let's say if it would have continued to go up, I would have been looking at the next one, but I would have also been looking at this line and then maybe this line, maybe even the top of it. I think at around 17 cents, I've been talking about that. If we can break 17 cents, where is 17 cents? 17 cents is actually the top right here. If we could break 17 cents, then I think we could go to around .202, and we could bust out my other chart real quick just to like show you. Probably one a little more familiar with this one. Okay, so and then this is the one that I'm looking at, the Fibonacci retracement on the bigger time frame. So let's see what else. It's funny because the 61% on this Fibonacci retracement lines up with the other small one. That's, you know, that's kind of interesting. So yeah, that'd be the next place that I'm looking at. And then yeah, if we break 17 cents, we could go maybe to .202. Let's go ahead and zoom out. That's what I was going to show you. Up here, maybe to this previous resistance. And then also I was looking at like a pattern like this a while back. It was like a channel pattern, something like this. And I think it was something, no, it was different than that. But I did get a target of .202 somehow. I don't remember. But I am looking at this level once we break that .17 level. Right now, it looks like we're trending down though, and .139 is my next place that I'm pretty much targeting. As long as we're trending down, once we start breaking like this downtrend, then I think we can start getting more bullish. Let's see if even this spot right here, it looks like it's holding for now. Let's go back to that other chart. It's a little more cleaner. It looks like it's holding it for now, but like I was saying, we broke this trend, so I wouldn't be surprised if we came back down to this one, or we came down to that one. So yeah. All right, check out this last video. It's where I was actually talking about us breaking to the downside and calling this target. Let me know what you guys think of this video, and I'll see you in the next one.